This quest is in the name of the king to recruit the chief of Clan Shadra. It's the continuance. Third chief I have remembered.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
My condolences, but King Pyrrhic sent me to speak with the chief.
Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge.
What do you mean?
Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Okay.
Rotten luck, Chief. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with it. Let go. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left.
How's the chief doing?
Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Shatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that.
What do you have in mind?
We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard?
Alright, I'll help you find the giant.
I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. All right, let's find Urkael the Cleaver. Some trackers can spot a snapped twig. Is that a track? No, sorry. It's just some melted snow. Feels like we're lost. Just follow me. Should I be quiet? I don't want to disturb you.
I wish he would shut up.
I'll be quiet.
There he is.
Yazara! She's out. Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Yazara when she's back. You deserve the credit.
Will that cause problems with you becoming chief?
That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again.
Wait, you were chief? Chief of what?
Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a chater. Chief Abzug wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen.
What do you mean?
Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Abzug took me in.
Did Chief Abzug think you would challenge him?
Never. Chief Abzug knew I'd consider that a dishonor after what he'd done for me, and Shatul needed my muscle. It wasn't charity, if that's what you're thinking. Chief Abzug's mother, Shatul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there.
Good to know.
Yazara, look! I cut this off her tail the cleaver. My friend here struck the killing blow.
Impressive, Lorig. Why don't you show the others?
Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable.
I'm listening.
If Shatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him.
Why?
Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion.
Why does that matter?
Shatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a chater. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know.
Alright, where's this Ulgesh?
I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at chater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I want to speak with you when you return.
Alright. See you when I get back.
Find the truffle patch and give me a whistle. I'll send Scamper here. Use your nose, camper. Find the truffle patch and give me a whistle. I'll send Scamper near boulders or trees. Lots of them between here and Shatul. It's why they camp here in the winter. Hey, no snow truffle. Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Shatul.
Did you find Olgesh?
Yes, he asked me to bring you the snow truffle.
Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper.
Wait, what if Olgish had lost his temper?
He'd have tried to kill you. But you slew Urkael the Cleaver. I expect Olgesh would now be dead.
I see. What now?
Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new chief of Shatul.
Wait, I slew Urkel the Cleaver and brought you the snow truffle. I could be a contender.
Only an orc can become chief of Shatul, or of any orc clan. I can't say it any simpler than that.
Alright, never mind then.
I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Shatul, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? I would do so, but I must attend to my son.
I'll inform him.
Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow truffle, Bloodkin. Sometimes the smallest favors are hardest to repay.
Why did you need the snow truffle?
It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it one last time.
Poison? What poison?
The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body.
That's horrible.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then why do you do it?
Shatul must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense.
I don't understand.
There is no shame in that. You are not an orc. You are not of Shatul. But you are bloodkin to our clan. Know that it must be done, and that only I can carry this burden. Shatul must survive.
His brain don't look smashed to me.
Over here. We need to talk.
Where are you at? Oh.
You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet.
I don't understand. Who are you?
Ushruka, exiled daughter of Chief Ogzor. Soon the new chief of Shatul.
Explain yourself.
A merchant friend keeps me informed of Shatul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatul must survive.
Why did you disguise yourself?
As an exile, I'm not allowed to enter Shatul. But Ulgesh is no exile. I traded him a new set of armor for his old, then returned to my clan. My own grandmother couldn't tell the difference.
Why did you sound so different when you were wearing the helmet?
The real Ulgesh has a squeak in his voice. One day he paid Morkul's forge wife to make him sound like an ogre. He always wore the helmet everywhere he went. It still smells like sweaty breeches and onions. I cleaned it 3 times. Nothing worked.
Can you even become chief?
Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will become tradition.
But was shot to accept you.
Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the code of Malakath, I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. Lorig is a... Lorig's heart was... Now I head to the...
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Olgesh on his way? What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to contend for chief.
That's why she posed as Olgish.
That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief.
Agreed, Lorig would make a better chief.
A chief who lost his entire clan to raiders from the Reach? He refused to challenge my son, to give him an honorable death under Malakath's gaze, because of friendship. No matter his prowess in battle, he is soft in the heart.
There are no other contenders in your clan.
Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender.
I can do that.
When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she go, there is little time. Malakath favor the victor.
I think I should replace it with Shurika.
Shruka? You have to go. If Ulgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his honor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor. Goodbye, little one.
You've returned. Who is the new chief of Shatul?
Lorig was victorious.
I see. Our clan will believe Malakath favors the loyalty Lorig showed my son. They'll accept his victory, for now. I shall advise him, if he allows it. And I will watch for weakness in his heart. Shatul must survive. You alone emerged from the bloody knoll. Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Chief Ogzor was good for Shatul. Though Ushruka fell by my hand in the bloody knoll, I vow to lead by her father's example.
This is not justice. So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief Ogzor, to ignore his murder.
What are you talking about?
Urkale the Cleaver robbed me of my husband's mind, but Glagosh is to blame. She secretly worships Boethia, the Daedric prince of murder. Her prayers brought about Chief Ogzor's death. I haven't found the proof.
And you want me to find it?
I am no longer Hearthwife of Shatul. My husband's life was stolen from me by his huntwife, my own clan sister. I want justice.
Tell me what you need.
Try the Giants' camp where Chief Ogzor fell, or Lugbag. Ask what he heard the night before the attack. And search Glagosh's tent. Confront her with anything you find. I want to know what she has to say for herself.
Okie dokie.
woman I was once supposed to marry. When it rains, it pours. But right now, it feels like it's pouring out in Echater's back half.
King Korg wants the chief of Chato to send a moot. Do I have your support?
You? Of course you have my support. You've done much for Shatul, and stood by me when my friend was dying. When it's time, I'll hear him out. You have my word.
Thanks.
You're the one who helped Scamper find the snow truffle. Everyone calls him lazy, but they just don't know how to motivate him.
Rogzer said you heard something the night before Chief Ogzar died.
It's nothing. Well, Stubbs went missing that night. When I caught her out in the snow, I heard someone singing. It sounded like Lagash, but I didn't stay to listen. If the chief's hunt wife wants to sing alone at night, that's her business.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
I had some questions.
Oh? About what?
I found the sword at the giant camp.
That's my hunting blade. Chief Ogzor must have grabbed it on his way to the giant camp. Careful how you handle it. The blade has a paralyzing poison on the edge.
Why would Chief Ogzar use your hunting blade?
His sword jangles. Lots of little buckles on the scabbard. But mine is quieter than a thief. I bet he didn't want to wake me the morning he was injured. Damned fool, trying to prove himself. Didn't want his hunt wife along to fight the giant.
Can you explain this book I found in your tent?
You rummaged through my tent? If you weren't Bloodkin, I could gut you for that. Not that my things are your business, but it's a book of battle poetry. I read them occasionally.
The book is about Bothia betraying Trinimac.
It's what they preach in Orsinium, isn't it? Always wise to keep in touch with the king's politics. Better to know the old myths and sound like a bumpkin.
What about the singing Lugbag heard the night before Chief Ogzar's injury?
We're a clan that travels the range. It gets boring at night. Sometimes we sing to keep up our spirits.
Lugbag was away from Shatta. He said it sounded like you.
Know that. I wasn't singing. I was chanting. I was out hunting when I nearly stumbled into a mammoth. They have poor night vision. If you chant the way the giants do, sometimes you can fool them into thinking you're not a threat.
Alright, I see.
Well, I don't. What is the point of your questions?
Rogzesh thinks you're behind Chief Ogzar's death.
The poor girl is still young. She can't accept that our husband fell in fair combat. There is no conspiracy. Just a good man who fell before his time. Tell her that.
So, what did you find? What did she have to say for herself?
I found Lagash hunting blade at the giant camp in a book of Bothia in her tent.
I knew it.
Her hands are red with my husband's blood.
She also admitted to chanting outside the village.
You see, a cultist chants to her Daedric prince, just like the stories. I bet she was cavorting in the moonlight. Perhaps she was chanting to ensorcel Urkhael, the Cleaver. We've all seen her do that before. Of course she would say that. Followers of Boethia live only to deceive. It was Boethia worship, no matter what she says. Chief Ogzor deserves justice. Something must be done about Glogosh.
What do you propose?
This is enough evidence for me to demand a blood price from Glogosh.
Damn furniture tore up my sword arm. I'm practically useless. Stupid ship started collapsing around me. Figured I was gonna sink before I got out from under this mess.
Are you alright?
Sure, I enjoy being crushed under rubble as I slowly sink into icy water. What kind of question is that? And just who in oblivion are you?
I'm here to help. Lady Solvel's husband sent me.
He did he? Last time I saw that spineless skeever, him and Chorus the Mage were walking away. They left me under here to die. I heard them talking about the captain and the ambassador as they left. Stupid ship. Hard to believe.
Have you found my wife yet? Please tell me that you know where Sovel is.
We haven't found the ambassador yet.
Where could she be? And why did she have to stay on the ship? She cares for everyone else, but refuses to safeguard herself. Skordo, you were supposed to protect her.
Could the captain or one of the crew have had a hand in her disappearance?
Impossible. The captain works for my father. She would never harm my wife. Wait, we saw the captain head toward the signal tower. If that's where Sovel is. She's not here. And I think maybe that mage tried to kill me. Maybe he was trying to kill you.
Tell me the truth. Are you responsible for the ambassador's disappearance?
What? How dare you insinuate such a thing? I would never. I'm as at a loss as to where Sovel is as you are. My father promised we would go off course just long enough for Sovel to miss her meeting. She wasn't supposed to be harmed.
You must have some idea where we should look.
I truly don't know. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Terrible storm, all those sailors who died. My father said Captain Henriza would make sure that no one was harmed. We were only supposed to get into... There you are. Skordo found some while you were up in the signal tower. Skordo did some just down the... I'll head back to camp.
cave? That's an old smuggler's hole. I bet my last gold piece that Captain Henriza is in there. Maybe.
I know you're in there, Henriza! Where's my wife?
Run back to your father, you pathetic little man.
King Emmerich will hear of this, you blackguard. I knew you were nothing but a filthy orc lover. I should have gutted you the moment you entered our camp. If you could untie him.
Save the lady.
Thank you. I should go see my husband. My poor Ethian. He wasn't a brave man, but he tried to stand up against that vile Henriza.
Your husband wanted to make sure you were safe.
He did, didn't he? Thank you. Now, the orcs will negotiate. My heart. Ethian's...
He's always drinking.
And my champion returns. Still alive, and with most of your vital body parts intact. My shield wives owe me. I told them not to bet against me. But enough of that. Were you successful? Are the clan chiefs going to attend the moot?
The clan chiefs have agreed to attend the moot.
Perfect! You've done me a great service, my friend. The moot will be remembered as the turning point for Hrothgar. The day when all the clans united under the rule of a strong and visionary king. A new golden age for the Orsimer begins here.
What happens now?
Now? Why, we prepare for the moot, of course. It will be packed. Clan chiefs from the farthest reaches of Hrothgar will come together to finally accept my vision for the future. This is how a kingdom is born. Too bad Bosrog is going to miss it.
Chief Bograd's not attending the moot?
Don't worry about Bosrog. He hasn't been seen since the attack on the temple. He's probably gone so deep into hiding or run so far away that we'll never see that traitor again.
You don't seem very concerned about Chief Bosrog.
Why should I be? You're concerned enough for both of us. But come on, you're worse than my shield wives. Have a drink. Have the whole damn keg if you want. And take this for services rendered. Now, all we have to do is...
Had the hardest time finding you. Looked all over the city, even got lost once or twice. I did find an adorable sweet shop, though. They had these wonderful tiny cakes that were absolutely delicious. Who knew orc cakes could taste so good?
Did you need something specific?
Right to business, huh? Not even a hi, good to see you. Fine, fine. Anyway, High Priestess Solgra needs our help. She wants us to work together on this. When you have a moment, you need to go see her.
Any idea what she wants?
It's a rescue mission, but she said she wants to give you the details personally. After all, you did save her life. I can see it now. Oh, my savior. Let's retire to my private chamber so I can share the intimate details with you.
Okay, I'll go talk to her.
Seriously, Solgra wants to keep this